Barataria Bay has about 90 miles of shoreline in northern Barataria Bay, plus the islands down south by Grand Isle. So total it's probably 120 miles, and I work all the booming out of Grand Isle. We've got teams like up here in Bay Jimmy. These guys are taking care of the sorbent boom, the soft sausage boom. We've got teams that pick it up and teams that put it down, teams that reposition it. We've got guys doing all sorts of jobs out here. We're gonna go see one of the vacuum units that we have. They're vac packs, 350 gallons, and what they're doing is they're getting right up into the marsh, and I think they've extended their hose a little bit so they can actually reach in there a little bit further and suck up some liquid oil that's coming out of the marsh.
Oh, it heats up, the oil starts coming out of the marsh, so we have more in the afternoon than we have in the mornings, but we'll get like 400 gallons a day, sometimes a lot, a little less. It all depends on the weather.
It's a 2790 Carolina skiff. It's real wide, it's full of foam, that's built with real thick foam decks, so it floats real high in the water. It enables us to get into real shallow water without disturbing the grasses. We can pole around and get to little pockets of oil that are hard to get to in the bigger boats. It has super high pressure vacuum, and it allows us to put these real long extensions on here where we can reach oil that normally we wouldn't get to. It's working out real well, and it's gonna come in handy.
They've modified just about anything they can modify down here to make it work better. We've been using that vacuum tank unit for about 2 months now, and it's continually gotten better. If something needs to get done, these guys will figure out a way to do it.
When the tide changes and it heats up and the oil moves, we can get on it right away and get it vacuumed up while it's out in the water. And every day it's a little bit less. We're making a dent in it for sure. We've made a huge dent in it, and it's going to take a little while longer, but everybody's learning every day, and we're learning how to to get in here without doing any damage.
I've been out here about 2 months now. There was a lot of oil on the marsh, but we seem to be getting it cleaned up as far as the boom. It seems to be working. A lot of places like Baylong and stuff are looking a lot better than they did when we first got here.
First day out here when we pulled in 1,200 and something bags of dirty boom, that was one big achievement for us right there, and one step closer to getting the marsh cleaned up. With everybody's hard work, we helped clean up the marsh and everything, and everybody's cooperation, it improved a lot. Communication, all the boats coming together, working together. There's just like one big team out here. It feels good because I'm helping clean up a good place.
I think it's going pretty well. Every day we come up with new ways to improve whatever methods. Like now, when we first came out here, we was having a little boom being washed up on the banks, but I pretty much think we got that under control now. It's just a learning process every day. I feel pretty good about it, especially the team that I'm on. We're making a pretty good difference. I like to think we probably one of the best teams out here.
The majority of the guys that are down here working for me are from Louisiana, and if not Louisiana, the Gulf area. They're from here. This is where they live. This is where they work.
I've been a charter boat, offshore charter boat captain out of Florida on the Gulf Coast, and made my living over the last 30 years now, and just felt like I ought to come up here and help out. The Gulf's been real good to me, and I feel like I'm up here doing my part.
They're out here doing a good thing. They're trying to clean the marsh, and they're doing a good job of cleaning the marsh, and it's been positive, and I only hope that we continue to do a good job here, and we can make a difference for this marsh in these areas, and it can come back to life, the areas that have been impacted. We've seen a little bit of green growth shooting up through the oil and through the brown grass, and that's a positive sign, and hopefully that's getting back to the community, and people are realizing that these guys are out here working hard and are making a difference.